So what a sight this is. Another edition of this proud competition, just seemingly bigger and better still. Faces, of course, have come and gone, but some things never change. Those first day feelings, new hopes, new expectations, and the belief that maybe, just maybe, this time it will be your turn. So yet again, Munich expects, and it has every reason so to do. Bayern, so often Germany's indisputable champions, the preeminent force of our day, looking to impose itself once more. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. It's Figo! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, it's probably going to take something very special to beat him today.
And we have our very first corner. Tries a header! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
I see this guy, Upamecano, as a very modern-day centre-back. Quick, good with his feet, confident moving the ball out of defence. I mean, if you're a team like many of the good ones that like to play out from the back, then this Frenchman really is your perfect fit.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one. Passes short and sharp. Now it's Mbappe. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. Chance! Goal! And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Yeah, and it's not a surprise to see him elect to shoot from there, considering how much movement can be generated on the ball. Great hit.
Bayern Munich are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Endrick. Looking for the run. Oh, easy pickings there. Kane. Musiala. Oh, he certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Rummenigge having a look.
Yeah, and I think it's a lesson to be learned in not conceding free kicks in this area.
Oh, super goal! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Oh, that is a bit special.
Oh, that was breathtaking. He'll never hit another as well in his whole career.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. And the shot's on here. Bellingham.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space. Figo! Sticks it away! Into the lead once more. Madrid take the lead. Not the most accurate pass. Figo. Figo. Look at... Can he finish? And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Now that's well seen too. Quality ball. Endrick. Bellingham. Figo. And that has earned a Bellingham! And reclaimed it in he goes again! They want to be quick to recover this. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Well, the further he went, the more attention.
Rummenigge. Rummenigge! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Bayern Munich are still behind as we reach out for half-time. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. He's played him through. Oh, he's been caught napping. Mbappe, and that has been cut short. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And here's great hit! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Figo really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
It's anyone's ball now. Bellingham. And here's Mbappe. Oh, that's an excellent interception. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, the two sides have made this a pretty decent game so far. Both have contributed on the score sheet. There is a balance wherever you look. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, we've had plenty to go at in that first half, Peter, and it's a fragile lead that could quite easily change hands in the second. If you like your football unpredictable, I think you're at the right match.
And we're off again.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
Figo, plenty to aim at here. Real chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Musiala. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Rudiger. Goretzka. Kimmich. Oh, really cute. What a lovely series of passes. It's out for a goal kick. Bayern Munich really looking to get back into this at the start of the second half. Rummenigge. Musiala.
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Figo does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Quarter of an hour into the second half. And Cortes! Loose ball now. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Alexander-Arnold has given away a free kick. Oh, and he's through the middle. Rummenigge. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. There's the shot! There's a goal! Again, we are level. What a contest!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So all Kane! Who saw this coming? Bayern Munich are taking this the full distance. Terrific stuff. That's a nicely measured pass. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! And he comes up trumps again. Corner number 2 then. He's had a hit! And yes, it's there! And again they hit the front. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Madrid get themselves into the lead. Great chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Corner number 3 coming up. Well, it's gone out again, and so we'll have a repeat corner. Corner number 4 coming up here. Bayern Munich have the chance to go the other way. Can he get it through? And that's gone loose.
Bayern Munich really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
And that is expertly dealt with. Oh, super ball! Spread out to the left. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Bayern Munich have their second corner now. And now they can spring out of defence.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball.
Bayern Munich need to give it everything they have, kitchen sink included.
And the shot! Goal! Bayern Munich! They have stolen level at the last!
Bayern Munich clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Well, those players out there must be exhausted now, Peter, but at least they have momentum, which augurs well if this goes to extra time.
Tell. 5 minutes to add. Can they find an extra gear here? Now it's Figo. Lima. Rudiger gets over and intercepts. And here's Mbappe. Lovely feet. Mbappe! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count.
Well read, nice interception. That's it, we're going to get 30 minutes more.
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
So a brief breather and then extra time. "90 minutes gone and nothing between them still." Bayern Munich displayed great resilience to find the late equaliser that's got them here. Now can they go one better? Oh, they could be caught out here. Big chance! Oh, it's in! And that has raised the roof! And it has to be said, an absolute gift. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? It's a sweet ball, that. He's got away. That's very neat. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Bellingham. And Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold. Has a go! And the lead stays intact, just.
Well, the level of urgency is shot up, and that's promising. Now to maintain it.
They're up to 5 corners now. Bayern Munich are looking to go forward now. Rudiger cuts out the pass. Lima. And here's Kane. Mane. Now here's the delivery. Oh, what a... Can he finish? Oh, denied brilliantly.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Bayern Munich have their third corner. chance with a header! That's going to go a long way. Lima. Oh, it looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. And now the breakaway. He's got plenty of space out wide here.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. That's good running with the ball. We've reached the midway point in extra time. Bayern Munich come roaring back in quite some style. We've got a very different game now. Yeah, 90 minutes long gone. 15 of an extra 30 have also gone, and the search for a winner is still on. Truly, this is a punishing game on bodies and heads and minds. The outstanding question, the only question, is there still room for one last bit of drama? And so the last chance to find a winner. This has been enthralling. So what do the last 15 minutes have left? Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities, always fancies himself no matter what the situation.
Big header! Has another go! They've scored! And surely that does it! Perfect time! Decisive strike! Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
So it is that time again. Every team looks to write its own special script. Moments like this are to be savoured. Hopes are high. A good start. That is what they all want. Such scenes here. A sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. There's the whistle, and here we go. Has a look and plays it forward. Upamecano promptly onto that, and that is that. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, this fella, Upamecano, Peter, is well versed in the art of gegenpressing and quick counters, having been brought through a system that excels in both this.
And the volley! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Davis. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Musiala. And the ball is out of play. And that's put paid to a promising move. That's a little off target. Musiala. And he was quick to react. Kimmich. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And he's straight offside. And it's Kane. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Lima. Musiala. That's a decent clearance. Bayern Munich with the corner. They're first. Stones clears it away. And now they can spring out of defence. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Rummenigge. Bayern Munich are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. And he's going to have his name taken.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Rummenigge! Danger averted for now. He is through here. Kimmich. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Now it's Kane. Moved on forwards. Foden.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one. Haaland! Kimmich. Olise. It's Kimmich. Fiddles it through. Real chance! Goal! The breakthrough strike!
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Bayern Munich looking to pass their way through.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Davis. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. This is the time you need that pace.
Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. No way through. Reinders. Gundogan. Foden.
Bayern Munich certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half.
He's gone for goal. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Rummenigge. And he can clear it away. It's gone out for a throw-in. De Ligt. Rummenigge is herring after that one. And they win it back again. Now it's Foden. Foden showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And he cuts out the supply. Good running, strong and purposeful. And we hit half-time. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And we're off again.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
And he welcomes it in. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
And it's played forward. Haaland in acres of space out wide. Davis tries to clear.
Well, that's the first attempt, Peter, we've seen at one of those raking passes just to spread.
Lima! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
Oh, played right into his path. Nice interception, well timed. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Bayern Munich, still this single goal behind. Ake. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Haaland. He has found the way through. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Bayern Munich needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Gundogan was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And he's intervened well there. Olise looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and they've got to be...
Can he finish? He scores! And this is getting better and better. That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, he makes finishing look like a matter of fact. Why take extra touches?
Things starting to look very comfortable.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Kimmich. Rummenigge.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Now it's Kane. Kane has been caught there. It's a foul. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. So, power or guile, what's it going to be? A real chance then to ease this unpleasant predicament. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Some resolute defending there. And here's Musiala. That's really well cleared. And here's Musiala.
Bayern Munich appear determined to play through the middle again. And guess what? It's the same result.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Rummenigge.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Musiala. Rummenigge. Rummenigge. He's got... And the shot! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Oh, it's so very disappointing, but they can't dwell on it. They've got to go again. Simple as.
Tar calmly anticipates. That is a great pick out. Foden. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Lima. Kimmich. Oh, delightful ball. Rummenigge. Musiala. Stones gets good distance on it. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. That pass has been well intercepted. And we're done. Bayern Munich perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of the effort put in by the players, but that does not hide the overall disappointment. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack
And so we reach a fork in the road. Fortunes can turn either way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. So 70,000 and more followers of Germany's ultimate winning machine open their arms to their favourite sons. In the Bavarian capital, they demand another spectacle. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. Rummenigge. Olise. Lovely bit of skill. Oh, terrible pass. Goretzka! And he's done it!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Oh, look, this is just what the fans wanted, and now that they're celebrating the opener, I think they'll want to see their team make all the running from here.
Zico goes on a run down the left wing. Olise wins the duel this time. Goretzka. And it's Kane. Rummenigge. The muscular approach does pay off here. It's a quick one. Olise, expertly cut out. Really nicely done. De la Cruz. Bayern Munich leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep, and we have our very first corner.
Well, the goalkeeper's a lucky boy there.
And that is out of play. Davis cuts it out. Pulgar. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Kane. Bruno Enrique. And here's Zico. Zico gets into some space. Could try cutting inside here. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Corner number 2 then. Zico with the short one. And now they can spring out of defence. And it's Kane. He's beaten the last man. Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. Rummenigge. Kane. Can he finish? Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. De la Cruz. Everton. Pulgar. De la Cruz. For Pulgar. De la Cruz. Tries a header! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, it's probably going to take something very special to beat him today.
Now that's well seen too. Pulgar. De la Cruz. Played into space out wide. De la Cruz. De la Cruz! Oh, denied brilliantly.
De la Cruz is offering a wry smile there.
Zico. Everton. Can he get onto this? Oh, right place, right time.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Looks to the other side. Kane, Goretzka, and he's managed to get free. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Now it's Zico. Everton. No way through. Just 5 minutes left until the break. It's an inviting looking ball, that. De la Cruz. Oh, easy pickings there. Goretzka takes control of it and he's on the move. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Kimmich promptly onto that, and that is that. Now it's Kane. Oh, that's fabulous. And it's half-time here. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break, 1-0.
I think on the whole, the team linked up very well and has been organised. Hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think. Something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Bayern Munich go in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead. And that's the start of another 45 minutes. Bayern Munich carrying a one-goal lead. Bruno Henrique. And that has put paid to that. Musiala. That's a pretty loose pass. Zico. Now it's Everton. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Out to the left it goes.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
And it's Goretzka.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Flamengo can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Goretzka. Musiala. Steaming on goalwards. And that is masterful defending. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Olise. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Not the most accurate pass. Great ball, and he's in here.
Flamengo making a fresh attempt to release someone in behind from back to front, and this is something different.
So we've reached the hour mark. That's gone for a throw-in. Bruno Henrique. That's a nicely weighted pass.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Good read, needed to be. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Oh, it's inches away from being a really good ball. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And that is as far as they're going to go. Oh, that was vital. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could...
Everton! and kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Everton clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 3 coming up. De La Cruz! And that is wildly off target.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looked the harder thing to do.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact.
Well, I suppose, Peter, in a tight game like this is as good a time as any to make a change.
Kimmich. Sane.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
And here's Kane. Olise. Oh, well played, well played. Now it's Bruno Enrique. He has found the way through. Now it's Zico. He shifted it to the flank. Rummenigge. Now it's Kane. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Looking for options for movement. That's a lovely, neat pass. Rummenigge in acres of space out wide. And he's got his range wrong there. Bayern Munich still ahead by the game's only goal. Oh, can he get onto this? And he's had a shot!
Flamengo have a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on.
1 minute to add, according to the board. Goretzka. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Perfect result, perfect outcome. A test passed with flying colours. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Bayern Munich can be really happy with it.
So bring it on. Fresh, fervent, fevered, how it always was and how it always will be. Feel it. This is where it starts. Whatever your ambitions, a good beginning is the perfect way to get things underway. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. We have already started here. Matheus Cunha, Nelson Semedo, he's found a way through. Very nicely done. Big header! He's scored! First blood drawn. What a super header, dispatched beautifully.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Rijkaard. That's Vieira. Gets his pass away. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Gonçalo Cortes. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Mateus. And it's Van Basten. Oh, that's well spotted. Semedo is herring after that one. Gonçalo Guedes. Nelson Semedo. Gonçalo Guedes. Vieira.
Barcelona are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Wolverhampton do have a chance to counter here. Semedo has created one goal already. Wolverhampton look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
He is through here. Oh, what a climb! It's a goal! They have come roaring back!
And it's another really good show of character. I love the spirit and togetherness they muster. Never know when they're beaten.
What a great header. Got plenty on that.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his head to the ball.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Oh, that's an inviting ball. And that should get the job done.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Nelson Semedo gets it away. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Nelson Semedo. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Mateus. He's got the shot away! Goal! goal, Barcelona! And the comeback is complete.
Well, I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Barcelona go into the lead.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Semedo cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Thuram works it forward. Messi gets into some space. Up he goes! Firm header just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Barcelona heading towards the half-time break. The win. Van Basten! And that is wildly off target.
Well, I think a little eagerness just got the better of him. He may have been thinking about back-page headlines there.
And it's Drogba. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Half-time getting close now. All right, looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of...
There's the hit! Goal! And they're at it again in double quick time. The invitation was clear and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
So the lead now is 2.
They've seen the light and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Thuram. Vieira. Mateus. Clips it so gently. Oh, he's found support out wide. And the first half is done.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Barcelona are broadly in charge, but the contest is still alive at 3-1. And we're underway again. No changes at the interval from either side. Doherty. Nelson Semedo. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Now, can he find a finish? Heads it! He will be livid with himself.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Gonzalo Guedes. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Now the finish! And it's there! And the lead is 3! It is surely done!
Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. And no, that is pretty much the end of that.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Now it's Iniesta. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Wolverhampton needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Mateus. Now Costa Cortes. Adams. Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Van Basten. Iniesta. And here's Drogba. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Cortes. Cleared without hesitation. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Thuram. Pressing high and with purpose. Now it's Drogba. Now it's Drogba. He's free. Mateus! Oh, taken with style. Pomp, panache and passion. This, a man full of it all. His position was perfect. The invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, his appreciation of space then was absolutely exceptional. A moving genius.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
It's become a case of men against boys. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Cortes. And the ball is out of play. Wolverhampton choosing to make the first change.
Yeah, it's about time I think we saw some activity from the bench, but it's debatable as to what level of impact can be made from here. It's pretty late.
Mateus under intense pressure.
Well, he helps himself to a treble, Peter, and then they switch on. It's a bit late now.
Van Basten. And that has been knocked clear. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Well read. Nice interception. And it's Messi. Messi does well to stand firm and defend it. Matheus Cunha. Nelson Semedo. Costa Cortes. Mateus. Just 5 minutes left. Wolverhampton looking to pass their way through.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
It's Van Basten! Cortes. Passing is crisp and sharp. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Back into the middle.
Ah, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach.
No, he's not getting his way this time. And that will be the final act. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What you... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So off we go then. We're talking a genuinely stylish player here in Frank Rijkaard. You're not arguing with that, Jim, are you?
No, I've got to totally agree with every word you just said. As holding midfielders go, he is one of the very best. Nothing phases him.
Adams gets it away. Real chance! Oh, important interception. Messi. Barcelona could counter here. And it's Iniesta. Neither of these two want to come off second best. That is good strength. Now Costa Cortes. And it's Thuram. And that's a throw-in. Freuler. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
It's Freuler. Lukumi. Vieira producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. He's picked his way through. Drogba. Chance! Goal! Barcelona!
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Barcelona have fired themselves in front.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. It's out for a goal kick. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Lukumi. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. He's got the shot away! Could move up a gear here. Cortes. Played towards the other side. And it's Thuram. And that's really well manoeuvred. Drogba. Messi. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Freuler. "30 minutes gone. Freuler.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Iniesta. It's a decent looking cross. Shot at goal! And yes, it's there! And this is getting better and better.
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
So that's two now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Drogba.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And that has been cut short. Casale. Lukumi. 5 minutes till the break. Iniesta. Now Costa Corta. Adams. Vieira. And Mateus. Vieira. And Mateus. And the whistle goes for half-time. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first-half success with another show of strength?
Barcelona ahead 2-0, and they are looking good. That gets things going for the second half. Thuram calmly anticipates. Rijkaard. Costa Corta.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And it's Van Basten. And that has been clubbed away. It's a goal kick. Lukumi. Freuler. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Out for a throw.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Oh, nice touch. And he's managed to get free. Oh, the touch is just too thick. Could really have done without that.
Oh, what a dampener that was, just when we were hoping he'd turn up the heat.
Barcelona in a very solid position, 2 to the good. Costa Corta. Mateus. And there's green grass ahead of him.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That's gone for a throw-in. And here's Vieira. Mateus. And here's Iniesta. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Oh, they can break here.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Goes down, but nothing given. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, no joy this time. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Look at the space here. Very nicely done. And it's hoisted clear. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. Time then for the first substitution of the game. Big header! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Well, they're definitely going about things the right way, Peter. A goal soon can bolster energy levels now.
And it's been taken short. And it's pulled back. Mateus tries to clear. Looking for options for movement. Lovely bit of skill. Oh, it's played into the... Oh, what a climb! He scored! utterly unsophisticated but stuck away with unashamed certainty.
Oh, it's a fantastic assist as well, Peter. Delivered at pace, the diversion, that's all it was needed.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
I think they've done so well to get back in it, but it's important now that they don't become over-eager in chasing another. They only need one more chance. Patience is key.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And that's been intercepted. It's Drogba! This time surely! And he hits the net! Messi at his razor-sharp best there.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Barcelona take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Mateus, into the last 5 minutes. Messi looking to run onto it. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset. Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
Played out to the right. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Freuler. And that will be it. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality, absolute togetherness, and the job is done. Messi claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Well, the opening day of any competition is special for everyone. A red letter day for everybody here and those of you who have joined us for our live coverage. I hope everybody is comfortably strapped in for the ride. We're sure that this will be a feast of football, irresistible, emotional, a roller coaster for everyone involved. It really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game. It looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Gabriel kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Jordan Pickford. He's a great all-round goalkeeper, Peter. Great at shot stopping and dominant in his box. He also gets counter-attacks going with his accurate long passes. The opposition should be a little wary of committing too many men forward to attack, because if it does break down, this guy can get them in trouble pretty quickly.
Okay, interesting. Rice. Now it's Martinelli. Skims one in. And that should get the job done. Look at the space here. Haaland. Haaland puts his foot on the gas. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Timber. Now it's Saka. And he's cleared it back out. Rice cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
And he's gone looking for safety. And now they can spring out of defence. Still goalless at the moment. Odegaard. Arsenal applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it...
Havertz! Partey. Can he finish? And he gets rid in a hurry. He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Arsenal really putting a few chances together here. Taking one can only add to such good momentum now.
Oh, what a climb! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
They've played it short. Fires it in low. Ruben Dias gets it clear. Timber. That's Partey. Rice. And here's Havertz. Saka! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Saka with the short one. And he's gone backward here. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Haaland. Saliba calmly anticipates. Havertz. Saka. Oh, that's a key interception. Martinelli. He's shifting through the gears here. Martinelli purring through the gears. Ødegaard. And it's Drogba. Now it's De Bruyne. Now it's Haaland. Rice. Now, what about a counter-attack? Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. And here's the chance to counter. Martinelli. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Foden. Oh, he's burst through. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Saliba. Partey. Now Timber. Partey. Timber. Saka. Now Timber. Ødegaard. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Chance here to counter. He might be in here. Spread out to the left. Ødegaard. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but a game which has been of a very high level, certainly defensively, as both teams walk off unscathed. A tight affair, 0-0 at the break. Barcelona head to the dressing room, not yet having broken through. Tight, cagey game. Neither team any further forward than they were when they started out. And we're off again.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Adams. Ruben Dias. Now Ødegaard. Shifted upfield. Saka. Now it's Ødegaard. Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. And the flag has stayed down. They've won a throw in. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Saka. Saliba. Drogba. Gets a good foot in there. Saka. Now Timber. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Barcelona are looking to break at pace. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Ball is over the line. Lewis Skelly. Still absolutely nothing to report here, goals-wise. Rice. Ødegaard. That's Partey. For Rice. Cortes. Lewis Skelly. Shot could be on. He's picked his way through. Well, the movement is slick. The speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Well, you could see he was eager to get a shot away, but there was too much flesh and bone in his path.
Timber. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Haaland. Spread it left. Saka has it out wide and in space. And here's Drogba. Foden! And the finish! A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Now it's Saka. Timber. Saka. Odegaard. Drogba. And now the breakaway. Stood up well to him there. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Pass is just off target. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Into the last quarter of an hour. And he goes cross-field. Martinelli. Lewis Skelly. Quality ball. Haaland. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Saka. Foden. Well, there weren't too many attacking options there.
Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now.
Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Foden. Oh, good read. Now it's Saka. Rice. Rice. Martinelli. Interesting ball. Havertz.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Rice. That's been cut out. Well played. Jorginho.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
And he skips past his man.
Look, it's a run defence is dislike, but the timing has to be spot on.
Odegaard. Odegaard! Caught offside that time. And there goes the final whistle. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. Your reflections then, Jim? Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. We have already started here. Now it's Haaland. Fiddles it through. Always onto this. De Bruyne. Now it's Haaland. It is a corner. Up he goes! Leicester are looking to go forward now. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Jordan Pickford. He's a great all-round goalkeeper, Peter. Great at shot stopping and dominant in his box. He also gets counter-attacks going with his accurate long passes. The opposition should be a little wary of committing too many men forward to attack, because if it does break down, this guy can get them in trouble pretty quickly.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Now it's Foden. Climbs up big! And again! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Barcelona have created a real intensity from the start, and there's no sign of any let-up.
Quarter of an hour played. Thomas. Still goalless. Nice bit of trickery. Thomas. And it's Ayew. Leicester are looking lively here. They're playing with more zest, more purpose.
They are, and it's all because of the movement we're seeing down the flanks, and I think they look as if they're going to cause some real problems to that opposing defence. Both flanks are working quite well now.
Oh, super ball! I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Engages and forces him off the ball. The fullback is in acres of space here. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Saka. Fass. And here's Foden. Drogba. Pass somewhat off target. There's the hit! Sumare. And Cody. Now Fass. Ayew. Skip. Now Sumare. Daka. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Vieira. Now Ruben Diaz. De Bruyne. Adams. Now Ruben Diaz. Saka. And it's Vieira. Now Foden. Haaland. Ødegaard. That's a pretty loose pass. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
So, what can they make of this? That has been slung wide. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Drogba touches it back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Ayew. Here's Skip. Ayew. And he's forced to go back. Thomas. And it's Ayew. It looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, there it is, half-time. Not a bad watch by any means. And the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate. And so we reach the break, and the game remains goalless. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, they've never really been threatened in the first half. I think it's been a magnificent team effort. The work rate has been superb. Very, very organised.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Ødegaard. Little pass back.
Really got in his face there.
Hits one!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Drogba. Haaland. Now it's Haaland. Now the... Oh, what a climb! Justin. That's Ayu. McAteer. Wriggles his way through. Very nicely done. Cleared away. He is just caressing the ball. And here's Ayu. Spread neatly. And through to the goalkeeper.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Foden. Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0. Ødegaard. Here's Vieira. Ødegaard. Almost an hour gone. That's headed upfield. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Sumare. Fass. And Justin. Sumare. That's played into space. De Bruyne. Sumare. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Drogba. Now Ødegaard. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Sumare. Thomas. And it's Ayu. Fass. And it's played forward. Well read. Nice interception. Drogba. Now Foden. And here's Haaland. Oh, a delicate chip through. And he thumps it clear.
Haaland, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball.
Haaland! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Leicester choosing to make the first change.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Leicester have the chance to go the other way. Into the last quarter of an hour. Thomas. Played in by... Oh, smashing header! No, he didn't quite meet it right. It's a mighty effort! Just off target.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
De Bruyne. And it's Drogba. And that has been cleared.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Still no sign of a breakthrough, which comes as quite a surprise if you consider the gulf in quality between the two teams. Drogba, it's Drogba! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Drogba has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Leicester making another change here. Justin. Ricardo Pereira. The final 5 minutes. Odegaard. Interesting ball.
Well, we've seen much better choices than that. That always looked like the wrong one.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
90 minutes gone and nothing to show. Thomas. Winks. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. So that's it. It is all over. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack, and the outcome inevitable. Your reflections then, Jim?
Barcelona may have approached this game as a probable win, Peter, and didn't address the basics properly that may have achieved it.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus in unison. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. He's got away, climbs up big. He's delivered all right.
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Haaland demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
It is a super start. So far, so very good. Played into space out wide. Adams. And Adams. Ruben Dias. Ødegaard. Foden. Wilmot cuts out the pass. Chamadeu. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Chamadeu. And he was quick to react. Now it's Drogba. And it's Drogba. Chamadeu kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Manhoof. And Phillips. Chamadeu. Vieira. Drogba fiddles it through. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Manhoof.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover. Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Oh, he's burst through. Haaland! And it's in. 2 up and threatening to pull clear. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish. Barcelona are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Ødegaard, nicely aimed pass, spread it left. Now it's Foden. Foden going face to face with his great rival. It's a mighty effort! And more and more and more. And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable. That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
That's terrific aggression, the way he attacked the ball.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's been the outstanding player on the pitch and devastating in front of goal. What a display. What a player.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
That has been slung wide. Here it comes. They've scored! So is this the start of a comeback? Foden might just make this. Saka. And he's been shifted off it. Chamadeu. And Phillips. Wilmot. Phillips. And Wilmot. Berger. Here's Baker. Manhoof. Vieira producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. He's been picked out. Foden! It's fallen kindly here. And the ball's come loose here. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And that should get the job done. Pearson coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. It's a good run down the right. Ødegaard, and it's Drogba. Oh, smashing header! Goal! And they are cruising away. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Barcelona are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
As if 3 weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian. Barcelona grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy. And no, that was never going to make it. Berger. That's headed upfield. Gooch. Baker. Baker is in a really good position out wide. Foden for Drogba. Saka. Foden. And here's Drogba. And that has been cut short. And the first half is done.
Well, I would think this one is possibly over as a contest. They know they've already reached cruise control, and it's a case of the right game management to take it from here.
Really has been an astonishing game, peppered with goals. You cannot help feeling that the second half will supply more. And we're off again. Pearson. Now Chamadeu. Baker. Chamadeu. Here's Baker. Pearson. And Wilmot. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
That's very neat. Ruben Dias getting this one clear. Drogba. Great ball if he can get there. Haaland is onto this. Haaland! Keeper's got his work done.
Barcelona just served up a reminder of how good they can be on the break. Their method is clear.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. De Bruyne. Oh, shooting chance! And he's lifted it over. Berger. Gooch. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Oh, look, Peter, this has been a textbook illustration of how not to defend. And finally, they've decided to single him out.
And it's Drogba. Saka. And it's lofted through here. And the shot! And that has been cleared. Well, that has not gone well. And now a sudden chance to counter. By Junho. Baker, who does have an assist to his name. Drogba. And it's De Bruyne. And Adams. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And they're not going to make any further progress now.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
He can run onto that. He's found a way through. In with a header! And he gets rid in a hurry. That's going to go a long way. Stoke can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
And it's De Bruyne.
Such good technique.
By Junho, looking to add to his goal. Stoke finding their passes. Foden. Foden will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Odegaard! Great strike, a test for the keeper.
Barcelona were again presented with an opportunity to break and look very, very threatening.
Stoke making another change here. Stoke have the chance to go the other way. Berger. Vidigal. Thiago Silva tries to clear. Gooch. Vidigal looking to run onto it. Oh, nice touch. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, and he's through the middle. Now it's Foden. Oh, that's a fine interception. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Phillips. Chamadeu. Baker. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Drogba. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Baker. Shot a goal! Really well taken goal. They're back within reach. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
Stoke give themselves a fighting chance. Back in with a shout. Berger. Pearson.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
Gooch.
That's good defensive concentration.
Now it's Haaland. Adams. And it's Vieira. And it's Drogba. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Baker. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that could set him on his way. Can he finish? Loose ball now. Oh, what has happened here? And he's following up. It's anyone's ball now. And that will be it. Barcelona are enjoying their moments of collective uplift. A win achieved with efficiency and certainty, as we've come to expect from them. Haaland walking off with the spoils, richly deserved. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.